Alrighty then. Hey, this is Megalovaniac yet again, and I'm going to be continuing my Let's Play, or playthrough, or whatever you want to call it, of Oxygen Not Included. And man, I changed things down from the maximum speed, and things look so slow. It's like everything's in slow motion. Huh. I feel like medium speed is... Oh wait, no. Medium speed is probably what the game is intended to be played at, and slowing down is just to make things even slower than that. I don't know. I'm wondering what's considered the default speed, really, sometimes. Either way, though, last time we got our basic set. We have a latrine. We have the barracks, which should be counting as barracks now. Yeah. And for 6 duplicants to be able to live here. And we discovered we have access to 2 steam geysers, which I've never... I rarely even have one close to me. Having 2 right at the edge of our starting biome here, that is amazing. Also, I noticed last time as well, we have this... There are these little ruins you can find throughout your little asteroid you're in here, which, yes, this is an asteroid you're underground in. No one really knows why the duplicants are here. There's supposed to be some lore added to the game over time, but it hasn't been added yet. Still, though... What was I saying? Either way, yeah, I almost never have these steam geysers so close to base. It's actually amazing we're gonna have so much fresh water just for free. Still, moving forward in this episode, I'm not really sure what we're gonna be doing next. There's not gonna be any dedicated plans each episode. I'm just gonna be kind of doing things as I see fit. Let's get some storage containers down here so we can expand on that. Now, how's oxygen production doing? Oxygen is fantastic. And now we have better batteries, so I can go ahead and deconstruct these real quick. Once those are deconstructed, we also have access to the algae terrarium now. Better battery, we have the wire bridge and such, which I'll explain all this as they come up. Oh, I accidentally deconstructed the wire that was there as well. That was unintentional. Let's get this to higher priority so we don't have someone constantly running trying to keep the oxygen going. Also, it looks like... Oh my... Wait. Oh, for a second there I thought we were completely out of food, but I forgot we have access to some muck root here, so we're fine. I was looking at the ration box and it's like, oh, we got like nothing left. Let's go ahead and just get some food set up just above the toilets. Why not? Let's get some all across there. Dig this out over here. There we go. They'll get to work on that as soon as they can. Why is this not... Okay, there you go. Still, let's go ahead and get things back up to fast speed. So we can get back to work. Copy the settings from this. All these things. By the way, I should mention, random stuff lying on the ground is considered... I thought I had this swept. Get a priority 6 sweep on that. Yeah, having stuff lying on the ground lowers the decor, which we can see here. Our decor in our base is pretty abysmal right now. This increases decor naturally by a lot, but things like toilets and planter boxes and big batteries decrease decor. So we want to increase it so that people are not getting stressed out because, well, look at that 1% stressed out. People are clearly going crazy here. We just have access to compost now, which we don't need because we have our hutch in our bathroom taking care of the polluted dirt for us instead of, so we don't have to make fertilizer. What should we research next? Let's go ahead and get interior decor research so we can get artistic expression as soon as possible. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and get advanced research first. Then we'll start working towards artistic expression, so we can get some paintings hung up and make everyone all happy about that. So let's go ahead and get some mealwood planted for now. Mealwood is your basic farming thing that you do. It's literally like you basically grow grubs that you can see here that are really disgusting. But hey, what are you gonna do? Now we have access to another duplicant now. Let's see. Let's take a look at jobs real quick. We have someone who's an artist, yeah? Creativity of 5. Well, we could have a better one here with Bert. Bert has a small bladder, which isn't great. Early bird's always nice. We're not going to be going with Ashkin here, sorry. Noodle arms and slow learner. And we can't do anything to fix that strength problem. What about Travaldo? Amphibious, moves quickly underwater as they do on land. Loud sleeper, I hate loud sleepers. So, Bert, you're in. Welcome to the colony. So now we're up to 5 duplicants. I'd like, I was going to say I'd like to get a chef in here as well, but I think it's better to just train a chef than worry about that too much. There we go. Plenty of planter boxes here. Getting lots of coal built up, so we're going to be able to rely on coal for energy for a while at least. Get these settings copied. I'm glad they have that copy settings button so you can quickly do this instead of having to individually click on each planter box and storage thing to get settings done. There we go, those are all done. Take a look at oxygen again. Carbon dioxide should be starting to build up down low fairly soon. What did we just complete? Intermediate research. Right. Ooh, we didn't leave enough room here for a supercomputer, so I guess I'll get the supercomputer set up on this side. Now, we don't want to overload our wires just yet, but I think we can have at least this much going without any real issue. Next research, we'll go towards artistic expression. Once everyone's awake. Everyone's got beds now, so... But stress is going up. Oh yeah, Bert. Why is Bert so stressed? You just got here. Grab decor. Oh! You have decently high levels, so you have higher decor expectations. I didn't look at that. So yeah, decor expectations are different from duplicate to duplicate. The higher level they are, the higher their expectations are. But that's no real deal right now. Let's get that dug out. It's bothering me how it's slightly uneven. It's funny, I make really not symmetrical bases. Well, I guess it's kind of symmetrical right now, but usually my bases aren't very symmetrical, but it does bother me when there's like little things out of place. Now, insufficient oxygen generation. Yeah, we've got plenty going for now. And you might need a second oxidizer later, but right now it's fine. Keeps stopping though. Is the pressure that high? I don't actually know really. I don't really understand pressure. Oh no, it's just low on algae was all. Let's see now. What else needs done? The basics, the very basics are covered right now. So I should start planning out things that are going to be a bit more advanced. Like, say, our water supply. I kind of like having the water supply at the bottom. I don't know why, I just always do that. I guess here is a nice wide open area. Let's see, are there a lot of germs near that? Almost none. Because I don't want it near a bunch of slime lung, because that'll create all kinds of issues. Ooh, speaking of issues, what is in here? Oh, there's a lot of sandstone with food poisoning on it. Oh, it must have gotten it while it was in here. Well, it'll die off on that, but just in case, I'm going to disinfect this right now. It won't disinfect the sandstone inside, but it will make it so the storage thing isn't so bad. Oh wait, no, it wasn't even sandstone inside. I guess it wasn't that bad. Also, speaking of that, what's his name here? If I could just click on you, Frankie. Frankie appears to have caught a little bit of food poisoning. Not much, but enough to where, like, if his immune system gets low, he will probably catch food poisoning. Now, this next thing to do would be to expand our ladders down to here. What is walking here? Is there a plant? Oh, wait. No, I don't see anything. Oh, well, we just complete interior decor. That's nice. Keep moving towards the next thing. Interior decor just gets some lights, which are nice, but not really necessary because we have these little light bugs. Shine bugs. They're so cute. But yeah, everyone likes light. Almost a food shortage. Ooh, yeah, we're really low on food. I guess next to the supercomputer, we can start getting basic food supply set up. Let's set up a micro musher about there. Let's leave a little bit of room so we can get some decor there as well. What furniture do we unlock? Right, lamps, ceiling lights. Those are nice, but they take up electricity, which we don't have a lot to spare right now. So, why are you still running in there? Oh, are we using up exactly how much energy it takes that we are producing? Let's see, this won't overload it, yeah? 240, 120. You'd see, these basic wires can only take 1,000 watts before they start breaking. Oh yeah, this only takes 60 watts, 120, 240, and then another 120 here. Yeah, we can handle a micro musher added onto that, no problem. We could easily add like some more oxygen generation as well. In fact, does this lower decor around it? Little bit. Because yeah, notice the bedroom's starting to get really bad for oxygen right now. I'm thinking we're gonna set up another oxygen thing right there. Let's get that all set up, and you to there. And Ooh, I forgot berry sludge is a thing now. That requires sleet wheat grain, which we're not even going to be able to get. That is a decent amount of calories compared to, say, mush bars. Do we have enough for... No, we don't have enough for lice loaf yet. Let's just make, like, say, 5 mush bars to be safe so that we don't run out of food when we need it. Because right now, we're pretty much relying on these muck roots now. Ooh, which we can't even reach anymore. Let's go ahead and go across to that, which will give us a little bit more access to the... It'll give us access to those muck roots, which will make it a little easier. Now we have access to blank canvas and sculpting blocks, though. Also, oxygen should be getting better, much better in there now. Don't really care about it over here so much. But now that we have access to those, we can put canvases up here in the barracks. And just make sure wrong people aren't doing that. I'm just going to have Bert doing that because you're the artist, Bert. So she'll be making the best art possible, which will have the best decor effects. Next up, let's get some plumbing going. I'd like to get a big pool set up somewhere down here. Let's see, that's all slimy down there, so let's set up maybe like, let me just draw it out. Say like, something about, maybe that big. Doesn't need to be huge. Start off, oh, let's just uproot that so we can get the ladder down to there. Okay, all's going well. Let's get a sweep. Oh, I didn't realize there's a button to compost food now. Oh, neat. Okay, that's done now. And they should be planting that mealwood up here. These planter boxes aren't ideal, but they're pretty good for mealwood. Oh, and no seed available. So now they're going to be building that. Bert's going to be painting, and Bert paints pretty fast, and those should come out as masterpieces. So let's go ahead and get canvases up wherever we can manage, because the better the decor around the base, the better off we'll be in general. Oh. Get that all across there. Let's get some across there because they're spending a fair amount of time there. I don't like to get it too close to the ground because I like to put stuff there. Just like that. That should be plenty of paintings for now. I didn't really leave enough room by our storage, so those are pretty much always going to be ugly because they decrease decor around them as well. So these are going to be just no ways... maybe I should change my storage facilities so that... Just maybe like add a little bit more space so that I can increase the decor around those, because we're going to be running around the storage constantly. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So let's go ahead and deconstruct all this right now. Which, by the way, these won't drop. They'll just become impossible to use. What did I just research? Oh, yeah. Plumbing. We're really blowing through this research pretty fast. I guess I've been recording for a while, so it's not that fast. May as well get the basics out of the way for now and start worrying about advanced stuff after. Yeah, there we go. Plenty of masterpieces being produced. Decor should be looking up in the barracks. Oh yeah, a lot better. We already have 6 duplicates here. No, 5? Why does it say all? Oh wait, no, it says unassigned, but it's glowing. Usually these are not glowing until they someone is living in them. So yeah, we have room for 1 more duplicate for now, and I'll expand, like, once I've drained this water out, I'll expand that later. We've also got bristle blossoms here. Those are nice, kind of. Insufficient oxygen, food shortage. Yeah, we're running a bit low on food. Let's get the ladder going all the way down there. Do we have access to mesh tiles yet? No. Yeah, I'll get that after our oxygen's set up. Let's see, where's mesh tiles? Airflow tiles will be pretty nice. In fact, let's go straight for airflow tiles. And I'd like to get some advanced doors set up as well sooner than later. Also, one thing that I was doing really inefficiently was, you see these pneumatic doors? These are nice because they open almost instantly. I was using these manual airlocks for my doors in most places where I would like try to seal things off. Like I'd use it for the bathroom and things like that because there'd be polluted oxygen in there. And these are super slow doors. And what I didn't realize was these mechanized airlocks function. It says, they function as a manual airlock without power, but that's not exactly accurate. They're actually much faster than a manual airlock, even without power. They're as fast as these pneumatic doors. So they're well worth using. I was just never using them because I didn't feel like powering my doors. But as it turns out, that's more than worth doing. It's just, I would be saving a ton of time of people waiting at doors. Also, meal wood's ready to harvest, which means I'm going to set this to continuously produce lice loaf whenever that's free. And our last contender until we expand a bit is heater. Let's see. Can't cook. Diver's lungs, though, is always nice. Narcoleptic and diver's lungs. Meemaw here is pretty good at everything and has really low decor expectations and food expectations. You're a mouth breather and narcoleptic, so sorry, May, that's not going to be you. Mouth breathers eat up more oxygen, which sucks. Gastrophobia. Can't cook is not that big a deal. I kind of wish you had a little bit more learning, but you know what? You're kind of good all around, Meemaw. Welcome to the crew. And I always like having Meemaw because, I don't know, what's not to like about Meemaw? Alright, this will all get better, so everybody's going to get nice and de-stressed while they're running on the hamster wheel and doing their sciencing. Now let's see. Yeah, decor is still pretty bad there because this is reducing decor. That's reducing decor, I think. But, no, as these paintings get up, everything's starting to look more and more green. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, I already destroyed those, so we don't have access to, like, most of our materials right now. This needs to be much higher priority. In fact, go ahead and prioritize that to 6 for now. Once that tile is done, I'm going to actually deconstruct all these and reconstruct them and have them start getting refilled again. Okay, there we go. You see, that's what I was talking about. There's now polluted water on the ground here. Because we just went through a ton of water in this. Now, our hutch, we'll just eat that up. Takes right care of that polluted oxygen. Well, there's still a lot of water there that's being produced. Or a lot, it's still there, rather. Sorry, I'm losing my words because I'm trying to think of a million things at once. The polluted water is still there, but it's not that big a deal. Although we should, because the hutch is going to eat it over time. We should, however, start researching the next thing. Okay, we got that, so we've got airflow tiles now, which we should try to get those set up as quickly as possible. Set up like, I kind of like to do them in groups of 3 typically. Let's see, let's just get airflow here, airflow here, airflow here. Not that. Also, we're going to deconstruct all of these. That there. Airflow here. Airflow up here. We're gonna need it here eventually, so we may as well get that set up now. There we go. That'll make airflow significantly better once that's done. Now, next thing I want to research is something that'll let me filter out that polluted oxygen, because the last thing I want is disease spreading around my base, which is decontamination. That'll also get us access to laboratories, showers, sinks, mesh tiles. Perfect. Lots of things that I want. Now, we haven't actually started work on all this down here. Oh well. Let's see. What can be done now? Now we're producing lice loaf, which, yeah, look how delicious that looks. It's just basically turning the lice, meal lice into something more efficient by compacting it. So not only is it taking up less space in our ration boxes, which, by the way, I think I'm gonna... Now, there's a couple ways you can handle refrigeration. You can either store your food in an area that is sterile, like pure carbon dioxide, but that's a little bit tricky to do. As you can see, we're producing enough oxygen right now. I guess this oxalite hasn't run out, but this area down here is probably going to fill with CO2 pretty quickly. I don't know. We'll see about that later, though. right now we've got plenty that everyone's working on. Okay, consumables. Let's get people off the meal lice as quickly as possible, because I'd rather them be eating lice loaf more than the raw meal lice. Because we're gonna keep producing meal lice for now. Are we running through? Oh, I was wondering, why are we running through power so quickly? But that actually makes sense now. We don't really need this on right now, so let's go ahead and disable that. We're burning through enough stuff right now. And now we have some proper airflow, some airflow tiles. Won't have such a problem. Okay, lavatory, mesh tiles. Gonna want mesh tiles across most of this here. Oh, that's done. May as well get all of this set up. Let's get that high priority. Priority 6 of finishing that, and then let's get a... Let's actually set priority 7. Oops. Set priority 7 to getting these done. And then we'll have a priority 6 sweep across the area afterwards. Copy settings. So they should just put the stuff right back into the closest storage container. So they should end up right back where they were. But the difference will be, now we'll be able to set up some canvas across this. It's not going to be very... What is that sound? Oh, I have my headphones on, so you guys might have been hearing random music. That was an alarm I set for myself. Sorry about that. I woke up early today. Yeah, I was wondering, what is that buzzing noise? The music just sounded like buzzing through my headphones. Oh well, no big deal. Now, I guess that means it's 10 o'clock. I shouldn't be recording too much longer, but I want to finish at least this episode. Which, just going to try to keep these episodes to about half an hour apiece. Oh, what should I be doing next? We don't have much more lice to convert into lice loaf. So how am I going to refrigerate? Carbon dioxide's probably going to build up down here a lot. So I guess what I'll do is we're missing raw metal. How are we missing raw metal? Have we already used up that much? I guess so. Huh. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed. There's not a huge amount of raw metal in this starting area of ours. Like, there's a decent amount of copper up here, but we haven't really gotten to that yet. See, it always feels like whenever I'm doing things in my base, there's so many things that needs done. There's research needs done. There's food that needs made. There's all these things that need refilled. You can see how busy everyone is constantly, to where there's like still orders I've given them ages ago that aren't getting done. This is without the algae terrariums that I usually set up. And those are usually eating up a ton of time. Of course, right now we're going through a lot of water. You know, it would probably save us some time if I dug out this area here. And, let's see, let's expand this out like that. And then set up a ladder heading down like so. So that they don't have to run all the way around here every time they want to get things. They can just go a more direct path like this. Because right now we're getting a lot of water going to the microbe mushroom and the supercomputer, but not really anywhere else. So let's go ahead and get a priority 6 on that. Yes, I know insufficient oxygen generation, but I'm not really concerned about it right now. Did I set this priority 6 as well? No, you can't actually change priority of the pitcher pump. Oh well. I guess everyone's gonna sleep. Go ahead and sleep and rest. I'll plan things out while you do. Now, let's take a look at decor real quick. Oh yeah, decor is looking much better. I'd like to get these all finished as quickly as possible, so that Meemaw doesn't get too stressed out as well. But stress is not my main concern at the moment. In fact, I should probably make power generation one of my bigger concerns. We're getting a fair amount of coal thanks to literally converting our waste into coal thanks to this hutch. I've never actually done that before. It was a concept I saw in a video recently, and I thought, oh, that's kind of neat. I'll try that. Get down there so that we can get access to all those materials that are dropping down. Now, what's next? What's next? I think one of the biggest problems we have right now is we're burning through power so quickly that we have someone pretty much constantly on the treadmill. So yeah, at least this will save some time of running to get water for everybody. What next? What next? I guess what we can do is try to get up here into all this. Oh, that kind of went stupid there for a second. Let's just get a ladder set up to there. How's germs looking? Yeah, it's not really... It's kind of in the sedimentary rock here. So let's just kind of dig only the right side of that. And we'll get to work expanding up into here. Because there's going to be a lot of coal up there. Now, speaking of coal... I'm going to have to worry about temperature. That explains why it's so hot over here for these two steam geysers. Don't want temperature to get too out of control because these areas here are producing a lot of heat. Something I've noticed is the biome generation. There's not a lot of cold biomes right next to you like there used to be. So your base actually gets really warm really easily now. By the way, is anyone wounded? Catalina is slightly... So her, if I recall correctly, she should have the light wounds debuff right now, which is actually reducing her athletics by 3, which is kind of a big deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a basic medbed right there and assign her to it so that she will just get to work, or she'll be able to get that +3 athletics, which is a pretty big deal for moving around in general. Oh, there she goes, falling asleep on a ladder. God, legitimately, if they couldn't hold on to ladders like they do, jeez, just the idea of falling asleep and being narcoleptic must be horrible. A base like this would be just a hazard to your health for narcolepsy. Okay, yeah, I know we're missing a lot of resources. New duplicates are available, which I'm going to ignore for the time being because I don't really want to expand. Actually, I'll take a look at it. See if there's anyone really good. Can't dig, so I don't want you. Twinkle Toes, Biohazard's not really good. No one really special, so I'm just going to reject them all so they'll start producing a new duplicate for when I eventually do have room for another one. Which I'm thinking I'm going to set up a second bed area down there. I'll probably have 12 duplicates total as the game goes on. I don't know. I feel like the less duplicates I have, the easier it'll be to manage for the time being. You know, I'm going to increase priority a little bit on these paintings here, just so that they get done before anything else. Because, like, sleep is a fair amount of the day that everybody ends up having to deal with. So, may as well have those set up so everyone will have that stress bonus. I mean, I know no one's stressed right now, but I like to keep it that way. Yeah, most things are getting done for the time being. I guess I'll set up a little ration box over here for now that will hold ingredients so we can stop leaving all this lice loaf on, or all this meal lice on the floor. Have you, yeah, you just take edible stuff. Oh, this base one can't actually hold anything. Wait, no. Why is it all grayed out like that? Huh. Weird. So yeah, edible all except for meal lice. That will go into this one here when it's done. Now let's not do any research for just a little bit while we get some basic necessities set up. Let's get the decor completely under control. Let's get our area for water set up. Then we can start worrying about researching new stuff. And usually I just kind of blaze through the research tree, but I'm trying to go a little bit more planned out this time. I also like to get access to all this copper up here. I guess digging this copper out should be a higher priority. Just get that prioritized up. And I have a lot of room up here. I'm thinking I'm going to set up my area for coal generation somewhere up here, maybe. Or maybe I should set it a bit closer to the bathroom. Because that's where all the easy coal is getting generated right now. Maybe I'll set it up somewhere up here. That would be a bad spot. Then again, I don't want this all getting too hot here. I don't know. Power generation is one of the things I've always been terrible at in this game, because I'm terrible at planning it out. Oh, there we go. Set this up. So, cooking ingredients all go in here, as well as meal lice, bristleberries, and mushrooms when we eventually get those. This is... Oh, I didn't realize that was not considered a complete area for it to be. I guess just as good. I may as well just put, like, I don't know, here. Here's about as good a place as any. I just want to make sure that Catalina can get that debuff taken off of her as quickly as possible. Alright, now let's get a sweep on that meal ice, as well as all this over here. You know, I think what I'm going to do actually instead of what I was planning on, I'm going to set this up here and get nice second farm going here. Things get a little bit bigger for farms because I still like to have plenty of masterpieces set up above the plants. Because, you know, the plants really appreciate that true artwork. But no, whenever everyone's harvesting, it's nice to have good decor everywhere. You see, look at this decor. Much better. The only place it's not nice is in the bathroom, and that's kind of to be expected. I don't want to make a huge bathroom with nice decor, even though sometimes I do that. Just tried to make the bathrooms nice as well as a little extra stress relief thing. But as it is right now, just because they added the rooms thing, I don't know, bathrooms aren't as stressful as they used to be, I guess is the best way of putting it. Alright. So yeah, people are actually starting to sweep things up properly. You know, just go ahead and get this to a priority 6 so that people will naturally just kind of put food into ration boxes. I know it's not actually any better right now than it is on the floor, but I'd like to have things organized a decent amount. Now, that's all done up there. I guess what I'll do is... I'm not going to have them do this immediately, but I'm just going to set up several floors up here. Just have these set aside for later. I won't increase the priority on it right now, but it'll at least get us some resources set up there as well. Alright. That's done and done. So yeah, it'll cause them to gather that metal over time when they have the spare time to work on it. Okay. Doing alright. Now, how's our food situation doing? Our food's doing much better than it was now that we're actually properly producing lice loaf. Yeah, how's everyone's cooking ability doing? Normally I have a dedicated chef, but this time I don't. So everyone's getting decent at cooking, which I think is better than having a dedicated chef, at least in the early game right now. I guess normally I also have a dedicated delivery boy for just because I get someone with high athletics and high strength and have them only delivering things just because I usually have so many algae terrariums that that's a major issue for me. Unrefrigerated food is going to become a problem soon. Oh, right! I forgot, we have the deodorizers now. May as well get those set up so we don't have any polluted oxygen produced in here. Is there anywhere else that might be a problem? Oxygen is actually getting to be... Oh, right, because we opened this area up here. Whoa, what is with the strobe light going on there right now? Well, that's a bit odd. Fleeing. Who's fleeing from what? Oh. Got attacked. Okay, so Ada's even more wounded than Catalina is now. Let's get Catalina on there just so she ends up recovering her HP faster. Because she'll be done with it almost instantly. See? She's fine. Now, Ada, you are sleeping in the medbed tonight. Or not. Where did you go, Ada? Oh, you had to go to the bathroom. That's fine. Yeah, she can recover a little bit overnight. That's fine. Although she's missing most of her sleep by going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. But whatever. It's kind of nice that these medbeds can function as beds as long as the person has a reason for being there. Yeah, I'd rather not have that light wounds debuff. I'd rather have that removed as quickly as possible. Also, Mima, you don't really need to care to her. She's just got a few little ouchies, that's all. Not that big a deal. Now... Oh, they're actually finally getting around to doing that. They're getting around to doing everything now. Okay. You see, now that I'm not, like, constantly burning through power as much, I guess. Well, no, I'm probably still burning through power a fair amount. Fleeing again. Bert. People are just not making nice with the hatches. Which, actually... Next time that hatch comes out, I'm going to have them kill it, because that's going to be eating up our resources. Why can't I target that? Oh, the hatch is technically still considered there. That's weird. Alright, everyone attack the hatch. Alright, allow combat. Alright. I like having hatches, but I'm going to murder that one just because I don't want it eating up all my metals. Alright, there we go. Alright, now who's wounded after that? Okay, Frankie, get on there. Actually, everyone got a little wounded. That's kind of annoying. I guess I'll keep an eye on this for a little bit. Also, I'm going to have to end off this episode pretty quickly. You know what? I'm going to end off the episode now. I'm just going to make sure everybody's healed up, and then next time we'll continue on and maybe get to researching some things a little bit more advanced. And I know I'm not accomplishing anything special yet, but we'll get there. Either way, though, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time when we play more Oxygen Not Included. See you then.